screen with you?
Ma'am.
I got the worksheet. जी बेटा.
Okay.
Alright, I think so my screen is visible to you. I have shared the worksheet and I hope that you all took your periodic tables out because that will help you to solve these questions. Either I am also having the periodic table at the end of this worksheet, but as we have to go through the questions, so you all are suggested to open your own periodic table on Google. If you're not having on your notebook, so you can open them on Google. Okay, periodic tables are given, so you can open any of the image. Okay, so we talked about that elements are arranged according to groups and periods. So here is the worksheet that you can see on your screen. This worksheet would also be assigned you as your homework. It's already in your resource pack. Okay. So here you can see it's question number 1. How are the elements in the periodic table ordered? Yes, Marosh, can you unmute yourself and give me the answer of this question? How are elements in the periodic table ordered? Okay. Nasser, can you unmute yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
Nasser, can you give me the answer of first question that you can see?
मैम आपको मेरी
How?
आवाज आ रही है?
जी बेटा, you are audible, Nasser. Yes,
Yes,
you
ma'am.
are audible. I am saying, Nasser, can you give me the answer? How are elements in the periodic table ordered?
मैम 1 minute.
Okay,
मैम
yes.
आपको मेरी आवाज
ठीक है, Nasser, you can take time. Yes, Amna Zarmeen. Amna, please unmute
मैम
yourself.
मैम कैल्शियम
No, Amna, I'm talking about first question, beta.
मैम के नाइट है
मैम इट्स कैल्शियम
मैम के नाइट है
Beta, मुझे please tell me that if I'm not audible to you, I think so I am audible. So I am saying that how are elements arranged in the periodic table?
मैम
मैम
के
आप
नाइट
डिसाइड करें ओके मैम मैम आप डिसाइड करें ना ये मैम वो क्वेश्चन देखने
Acha, I muted you all. Please do one thing to whom I am just taking the name, which person can only unmute because obviously there will be a disturbance in the class. Okay? So yes, Amna, you are there. Amna, you can please unmute yourself. Yes, Amna, are you there? Please unmute yourself.
मैम कैन आई टेल मैम द पीरियोडिक टेबल classifies elements in groups and
Yes,
period in vertical columns and periods in horizontal rows.
yes, well done, good. This is what I was asking. That how are the elements in the periodic table ordered? The elements in the periodic table are ordered in groups and periods. Groups are vertical columns and periods are horizontal rows, right? So first answer would be clear to you. I'm coming towards question number 2. Give the name and symbol of the elements which occupy the following positions in the periodic table. So for number 1, yes, Fiza. Fiza, you can only unmute and share the answer of number 1, please.
Ma'am, can I tell? Ma'am, calcium. Ma'am,
Calcium. All right. Yes. What do you say, Sanya? Is she right, beta? Is it calcium?
yes, ma'am.
Okay, it's calcium. All right. Good. Calcium is the correct answer. Okay, so which of the element is in period 2 and group 3? For this, Ariba, you can unmute yourself.
Ma'am, boron.
Acha, wait, I can do one thing
Ma'am,
because I have done one thing because there was a lot of disturbance. So I disabled your mics, right? So to whom I want to talk, that person would be only allowed to give me the answer. Okay. So for that, for now, I was saying to Ariba. So I'm just allowing Ariba to unmute and give me the answer for that. Yes, Ariba. I allowed you, beta. You can unmute yourself and please tell me which of the element is there in period 2 and group 0.
ma'am,
Yes, sir. Ji Ariba, please speak up. Acha, all right. Now, beta, again, I'm allowing for all of you, but please don't create a disturbance. It's just a request. To whom I will not be taking the name, they are not allowed to be unmuted yourself and then create a disturbance, please. Yes. Okay, Amna, you were raising hand. You want to share the answer? Which of the element is in period 2 and group 3?
yes, ma'am. Yes,
Ji.
ma'am. Ma'am, boron.
All right, boron. Okay, Nasir, now you can unmute yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
जी नसर अब आप मुझे बताओ which of the element is in period 3 and group 0.
Ma'am, PH in group 0.
Yes,
Ma'am, argon.
argon. You are saying argon, right? Argon. Yes,
Ma'am.
that's the correct option. Okay. Yes, now period 2 in group. Yes, Hussein, you can unmute yourself and tell me which of the element is in period 2 and group 5.
Ma'am, uh,
Jeeves,
phosphorus.
phosphorus.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Pizza, is he right? Phosphorus. Okay. Right, phosphorus. G, please. Now, Afrasyab, can you unmute yourself?
I'm in period 2.
Which of the element is in period 2 in group 5?
Ma'am, nitrogen.
मैम वो है नाइट्रोजन है
अच्छा नाइट्रोजन है Hussein was wrong. अच्छा नाइट्रोजन है. Okay. So which of the element, last one is which of the element is in period 3 in group 4?
Ma'am,
मैम
germanium.
इट्स नाइट्रोजन
Okay. All right. Acha, now we are moving forward towards the next question. As I already told that what is according to their groups, like group 1 number is what and group 2 is named as what. So first of all, name 3 alkali metals and state their group number. Okay. So yes, Kashaf, can you tell me? Uh,
मैम आप ऐसे आपका माइक ओपन नहीं हो रहा ऑन नहीं हो रहा
अच्छा ठीक है बेटा कोई बात नहीं. Yes, जी. Kashaf, can you tell me what are the 3 alkali metals and what is their group number? Like you just need to tell where are the alkali metals. Okay, Fiza is raising hand. Yes, Fiza, can you tell what are the three alkali metals and share their um, group number?
Ma'am, they're in group one.
Hmm.
So from group one, we can take any three. For example, lithium, sodium, and potassium.
Yes, very good. Alkali metals are the group 1 members. Okay, all of the elements belong to group 1. They are the alkali metals, and you can take any of the three metals from group 1, and those would be the answer of this one question. Okay, moving forward, what are the alkaline metals? Name three alkaline earth metals and state their group number. Yes, Fiza, again, you are raising hand. You want to share? Ji beta, you can share about
Yes,
three
ma'am.
alkaline. Ji.
Ma'am, alkaline earth metals are in group two.
Yes, they
So
are in group
beryllium.
2.
Do we have to tell any three?
Yes, you need should tell any three.
Ma'am, beryllium, magnesium, and calcium.
Very right. So any three we can take from group 2 because whole of the group 2 is called alkaline earth metals, and obviously all are having group, all belongs to the same group because groups are just designed according to their properties, right? Okay. Yes, Hussein, can you just unmute and tell me what are the halogens and what is their group number? Hussein, are you there? What are halogens and what are their group number? No? Okay. Yes, Amna, can you tell what are halogens and what are their group numbers? Okay, Sania wants to share. Yes, Sania, please tell what are
Ma'am,
halogens?
ma'am, fluorine, chlorine, and bromine, and they belong to group 7.
Yes, good. All of the elements from group 7 are halogens, and you can take any of the three elements from the group 7, right? Okay, so noble gases. What are noble gases and what are their group numbers? Yes, Hussein. Ji Hussein, Heather, you want to share beta? What are noble gases? And tell me their group numbers.
Ma'am, last
Yes, group
group number
0 or group 8.
Ma'am, I have
Ji.
question. Ma'am, I have a question.
helium.
Yes, Jian. Ji. You can take anyone from group 8 from the last group. Yes,
Ma'am,
sure, Amna. Please ask the question, beta.
ma'am, I am confused in these alkali, alkaline, and halogens. What are these?
Beta, acha, wait. I am showing you the periodic table. I am moving forward towards the next page. Okay, this is the periodic table. Okay. Here you can see that they have numbered 1A, 2A, and then it's 3B and 4B, 5B, 6B, and then it's 3A. Okay. Basically, ये जो according to the modern periodic table, this B1 series is the series of all transition metals. ठीक है, that we are not including in your our group numbers for today. ठीक है, whenever we are talking about group 1, so it's 1A, like we are just taking A series, we are not taking B series. If I'm saying what are the group 1 elements, so group 1 elements are hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, and francium. Group 2 elements are B, E, M, G, beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, and radium. Whenever I would be asking about group 3, so you are not going to tell me from the B series, it's about A series, right? So group 3 elements are boron, aluminium, gallium, and then iron and Ti, and this all is about group 3, then it's group 4. Achha, now according to their groups, okay, they have the different titles of the group. Group 1 Group 1 is called as alkali metals. So all of the elements that are present in group 1 are named as alkali metals like hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium and francium. They all are the types of alkali metals. Are you getting me? And group 2 is having those elements, those are named as alkaline earth metals. So all of the elements from group 2 is about alkaline earth metals like beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, radium. They are having the title of alkaline earth metals. इसी तरह like group 3 is called boron family. They are not having any type of specific metals or non-metals. Here we are having a semi-metal, so it's boron family. Group 4 is called carbon family. Group 5 is called nitrogen family. Then group 6 is called oxygen family. Then further from group 7, it's the group 7 is of the group of halogens, right? And group 8 is the group of noble gases, right? So these are all the groups according to their titles, and like that we have to decide their group numbers.
Okay, ma'am.
ठीक
Thank
है?
you, ma'am.
Okay. Welcome, beta. Okay, for number 4, it's phosphorus, and number 15, atomic number 15. And silicon, that's atomic number 14. They both are non-metals. Answer the following. To which group does the phosphorus belong and why? To which group does silicon belong and to which period they belong and why? So I'm moving forward towards the periodic table so I can show you कि आपने phosphorus कहाँ पे find out करना है and where is silicon. Okay. So according to the periodic table, from which group phosphorus is?
Group 5.
Ma'am, from group 5.
5.
Yes, it's from group 5. Good. Good. It's from group 5. And from where the silicon is?
Group 4.
Ma'am, group 4.
Yes,
Group
group
4.
4. Acha, now will you please tell me the reason that why phosphorus is in group 5 and why silicon is in group 4?
Is it because of the reactivity that phosphorus is like a little less reactive than silicon and silicon is a little more reactive than phosphorus?
Yes, well done. Good point, Marosh. Acha, now they both belong to different group. Is there any other reason, Ji Fiza?
Ma'am, it could also be because the number of electrons in the outermost shell of phosphorus are 5, and in silicon, the number of electrons in outermost shell are 4. So that's why.
Yes, yes, exactly. Exactly. The group number belongs to the number of electrons in the outermost shell. As phosphorus is having 5 electrons in the outermost shell, so it belongs to group 5. As silicon is having 4 electrons in the outermost shell, so it belongs to group 4. So that's why, and it's also depend on the activity series. Further, we are moving from left to right, so reactivity is being decreased, right? So they both belong to different groups, but they both belong to same period. And do you know which period they belongs to?
Period 2.
No, beta. Yes, period 3, because period 2 1 में तो hydrogen helium है, okay? So period 2 is with lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, and period 3 is from sodium, magnesium, aluminium, and this one. ठीक है? So they both belong to different groups according to their different properties, right? But they both belong to same period. And what is the reason? Will you tell me why they are in same period?
Ma'am, because the number of shells are same.
Yes, good. Because they both are having the same number of shells and both are having 3 number of shells as they both belong to period 3. Good. Okay. So I'm moving forward towards next question. We are done with 4. 5. An element has atomic number 19. Where would you expect this element in the periodic table and why? Okay, without looking at the periodic table, can you predict that where would be the element which is having the atomic number 19? And what is the reason, like how? Ji Sanya.
Ma'am, it will be in group 1, and the reason could be like the out like the number of shells, or we can say their reactivity, the rate of their reactivity.
Okay. Acha, quickly, just without looking at the periodic table, there is an idea like it's 19, okay? So it's 19, just go through the mental configuration. अगर आप 19 की mental configuration, electronic configuration पे जाओगे, mentally if you are going to solve it, so you would be able to aware that it would be 2.8, that would be 10, then again 0.8, that would be 18, and then again zero point 0.1. So 1 is in the outermost shell now. So where it would be obviously in the group 1. Are you getting me? So for doing mental configuration, we are aware that where would be the element which is having 1 in the outermost shell. It would be in group 1. Isn't it? Right. Okay, number 6. An element with atomic number 18 is a noble gas. Into which families you shall place elements with the atomic number 17 and 19, and why? Yes, and why, beta? Ji, Fiza, you want to give answer?
So, ma'am, 19 will be in group number 1 because the outermost shell there is only one electron, so it will be in alkali metals. And then an element with atomic number 7 would be in group number 7.
Yes, because
So it
if we
would
are
be
going to,
halogen.
yes, exactly. If we are going to see the electronic configuration of 17, so it would be something 2.8.7. Okay? So if it is 2.8.7, so it would be in group 7 obviously because its outermost shell is group 7 electrons. Alright. So we can move towards question number 7. Which period in the periodic table is the shortest? G. Is it period 1? Because period 1 is only having 2 of the elements.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, so it's period 1. That is having only 2 elements. Okay. Then name all the elements present in this period. We have only 2, hydrogen and helium. Number 8, which period in the periodic table is longest and complete? Now just let me tell you, if we are going to count the numbers in period 6 and 7, that are the last 2 periods. Okay? They have same 32 number of elements. Okay? But here there is a difference that we need to tell that which of the period is completed and still it's in process. Okay, so when you would be giving the answer that which of the period is completed, that would be period 6 because you know period 7 is still under process. Some of the elements are not discovered with their complete properties and scientists are discovering them, and if anyone invented the more elements also, so it would be kept in period 7. Okay, so we cannot say that period 7 is completed, only period 6 is completed. So here should be having the answer of period 6 about that. It's longest and complete. How many elements are present? It's 32. Choose the most suitable option. What is the chemical element for the symbol B? Like what is the name of that element?
Boron.
Jivita? Yes. Boron.
Boron.
Right. Boron. Right. What is the chemical element for the symbol Se?
From selenium. C.
Selenium.
Exactly. Exactly, selenium. What is the main difference between the modern and earlier periodic table? A is the earlier table organized by atomic weight. B is the earlier table was organized by atomic number. There are no major differences. How many? And C was there. And do you know the previous one, like that was Mendeleev's periodic table that was arranged according to the atomic weight. Okay? And the modern periodic table is arranged according to the atomic number. So A option would be correct in this scenario. Alright. How many periods or rows are there on the periodic table?
I'm 7.
Yes, there are total number of periods are 7. What abundant element that accounts for up to 75% of the observed ordinary matter? Yes, any idea about this question? Tricky as well. What is the meaning of most abundant over here? Ji Hussain, my voice is not audible.
मैम थोड़ी बहुत ऐसे हो रहा है कि आ रही है फिर बंद हो रही है फिर आ रही है ऐसे.
Ma'am, abundant mean which is available in large quantity.
इसमें मैम
जी exactly. Yes Hussain.
मैम
जी.
मैम आपकी जब क्लास हो रही है ना तो बार बार बीच में एक वॉइस से अजीब सी आ रही है और
Okay.
बार रुक रही है आपकी आवाज.
बेटा मे बी ड्यू टू द नेटवर्क इशू. ऐसा है, आज नेटवर्क इशू है, वाईफाई भी प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है एंड डाटा नेटवर्क इज आल्सो हैविंग प्रॉब्लम, सो मे बी देयर वुड बी so we are on the last question. What is the most abundant element that accounts for up to 75% of ordinary matter? It's hydrogen. ठीक है?
Hydrogen.
And let me just tell you, it's hydrogen, and you should be aware like any of the question can be expected from the paper as well. Sometimes they are also giving unseen questions that are not related to your objective even, and we cannot do any of the things, so you should be having some extra information as well. So hydrogen 75% होता है of the total mass, right? You should be aware. And then hydrogen is the element that is most abundant found, and it makes up the 10% of human body. Like if we are talking about the mass of the human body is 100%, so 10% is made up of hydrogen, and it's present in the form of water. You know, na, you agree that we are taking in the water, and water is having the composition of hydrogen and oxygen, isn't it? So that's why it's present in our body as a 10%, right? And you know, okay, we need water, and water is how much important for us. So obviously we need hydrogen for many of the chemical reactions. That's the reason behind it. So that's why the answer was hydrogen for this question. All right. Achha, now we have done about this one worksheet as a whole. This is also your resource pack as we have discussed it in the class. So one this worksheet and one another worksheet would be your homework, and both of the worksheets you need to do it on your resource pack. Am I clear? I will be sharing both of the worksheets and one handout as well that will help you to complete these worksheets, and obviously information is also on your book. Am I clear?
ओके मैम.
Yes, ma'am.
मैम हो गया 36 मिनट.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So, okay, beta. See you tomorrow. Homework will be shared in your group, and then
Okay,
Allah
ma'am.
will see you tomorrow.
Allah Hafiz, ma'am.
Allah
Allah
Hafiz,
Allah
ma'am.
Hafiz, ma'am.
Allah Hafiz, ma'am.
Allah Hafiz, ma'am.
Allah Hafiz, ma'am.
Allah Hafiz.